Hey, gang. Hey, I almost ain't make it to the. You know what I'm saying? Hey, look. I almost ain't make it, but I'm in this mother. Oh, hey, I woke up. TMZ said, I said, oh, blood. No. Chin up, chest out. What's that? Get blood immediately. Blood said, hey.
Bro, sounds stupid. You getting looked at for a murder of Drakeo the ruler, and you out here doing all this. I probably ain't make it. Y'all go check out my other video of them at the interview after this. Bro look like he sound like he off something. That's good, guys.
Try to get my. Gotta be quicker than that. Come on. Hey.
Huh. Y'all remember this from yesterday. All right. The biggest question is why now? What you talking about? We just heard of a deposition that was done last year. So I'm trying to understand what the hell going on. Draco security guard says YG brandished knife during fatal backstage brawl. During a court deposition, a former security guard for LA rapper Draco the Ruler says he saw a masked YG and two others in his entourage brandish short blades moments before Draco was stabbed at Once Upon a Time in LA festival in 2021. YG has repeatedly denied involvement in Draco's death, saying he learned about a killing after arriving at the festival. Law enforcement searched Burbank property this week and briefly detained YG as they continued to investigate the murder. A former security guard for Draco, the ruler, testified under oath that he saw rapper YG produce a knife and slash it toward him
Wait,
during a 2021
who
backstage fight.
testified? Who
YG
testified?
produced a knife and slashed it toward Draco, the ruler, testified under oath that he saw rapper YG produce a knife and slash it toward him
Mm.
during a 2021 backstage fight in which Draco was fatally stabbed, according to recently obtained deposition excerpts. Alec Cooper III, who was part of Draco's security detail at Once Upon a Time in LA festival, said YG was front and center during the December 18, 2021 brawl and was one of three men he saw carrying what appeared to be short improvised knives. He said YG, whose real name is Keon Jackson, was wearing a ski mask, but he recognized the rapper's hazel eyes as he tried to protect Draco, whose legal name is Daryl Caldwell Jr. or Darrell Caldwell Jr. Representatives for YG did not immediately respond to requests for comment. The excerpts come from Cooper's March 2025 deposition, which surfaced last month in a court filing by attorneys representing Draco's family in a civil lawsuit against festival organizers and security contractors. It adds more context to the fight after law enforcement investigating the killing searched the Burbank property and detained YG in the process on Thursday. The California Highway Patrol, with help from Burbank Police Department SWAT team, briefly detained YG while fellow officers searched the property. He was released after the search and was not arrested. YG has repeatedly denied involvement in Draco's death on his June 2026 song, We Know the Truth. He rejected allegations connecting him to the killing and said he learned after arriving to perform at the festival that someone had been stabbed. A CHP spokesperson said the agency cannot comment as this is an ongoing and open investigation. When asked if YG is a suspect or person of interest in the case, no one has been arrested in the ongoing murder case. NBC Los Angeles reported that the warrant was served as part of the continuing homicide investigation. CHP told NBC that YG was present when officers arrived and was released when the search was completed. Draco's son and other relatives, along with Cooper, sued Live Nation, C3 Presents, Bobby D Presents, and several security contractors in February 2022, alleging the companies involved in staging and securing the festival failed to protect Drakeo from a foreseeable attack. YG is not a
Only
defendant in the
name
lawsuit,
YG.
front and center. Cooper testified that Draco's group was confronted by at least 20 to 25 people backstage. When asked whether he recognized anyone in the opposing group, Cooper named only YG. He was directly involved in the fight? An attorney for Draco's family asked. Yeah, Cooper answered, front and center. Cooper said the attackers divided into groups and surrounded Draco's party near the artist's
Mm.
entrance. Some wore red clothing, ski masks, or hoodies, and Cooper said festival security personnel failed to intervene and instead closed two gates that could have provided an escape route. God damn. They actually closed the gates and trapped us in where we couldn't leave, Cooper testified, according to his accounts. One exit was blocked by security personnel while attackers swarmed the other side of the backstage area. Cooper said he initially struck one of the approaching men and momentarily lost his footing. He then found himself fighting YG and a man he described as YG's bodyguard, with Draco positioned a foot or two behind him and to his right. And then YG produced a knife from his left hand, Cooper testified, describing the weapon as apparently emerged from Jackson's sleeve. And when I saw that, I just backed up. As the confrontation continued, Cooper said the attackers moved toward Draco and swarmed him. Police arrived almost simultaneously, according to Cooper, and began breaking up the fight. Three men with knives. Cooper described the weapon he attributed to YG as a silver blade approximately 3 to 4 inches long. He said he did not see a handle and compared its appearance to an improvised provision shank. He was slashing at me with it, like getting me to back up, Cooper testified. He said he was not stabbed. Cooper said he saw two other men standing near YG with similar weapons. He described one man as being immediately beside YG and another as positioned behind and between them. Cooper said he concluded the men were armed after observing movements that differed from ordinary punching. Once I saw the stabbing, jabbing motion, Cooper testified, he tried to move away from those individuals. Cooper described one of the men as a bald black man, approximately 5'9" or 5'10" tall, with light brown or hazel eyes and a blue patterned crew neck shirt. He described the third as a similarly sized black man with dreadlocks, but said he could not remember the man's clothing. Cooper estimated YG is approximately 6'1" or 6'2" tall, which I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, that's about right. Identifying YG behind the mask. Cooper acknowledged that the person he identified as YG was wearing a black, I don't know how to say this, balaclava. That's for rich people. I don't know shit about none of that. That exposed only the area around his eyes. He said the man also wore a black bomber style jacket, black pants with red stripes, and shiny black shoes. Some stupid ass hard bottoms, huh? Asked how he could make the identification with much of the man's face covered. Cooper said he had met YG a lot and recognized his eyes, body type, height, walk, and demeanor. Cooper also testified that members of the attacking group taunted Draco during the confrontation. He recalled hearing statements including, "Is that Draco? Is that who I think it is? What you want to do?" And now we finally got him. Cooper also reported hearing blood gang expressions, including "Sue Whoop" and "Sup, blood," and seeing individuals beating their chests earlier in the deposition. Cooper said he had previously intervened when the two rappers encountered each other outside a recording studio. According to Cooper, YG approached Draco and asked, "What's up with all that internet stuff?" Cooper said he had to defuse the encounter. Cooper also cited Draco's 2021 song, Ingleweird, interviews and music released by artists associated with the two camps as evidence of an escalating dispute. He recalled a summer 2021 interview featuring YG and two other artists in which, according to Cooper, someone said, "We don't do that internet stuff. The homies gonna get you." Cooper testified that the history led him to warn Draco before the festival that more security was needed. He believed there was a substantial chance the two artists or their entourages would encounter each other as Draco left the stage or festival grounds. All parties will be back in court for the first of two hearings beginning August 13th, covering motions to dismiss the case brought by Bobby D Presents and Live Nation. Now, I'm going to do this as fair as I can because let's just be honest. We still don't know. Just because you saying you seen somebody through a damn shiesty, that don't really mean shit. You could say I've been
Mm-mm.
around a person a bunch of times and all of this and everything, and it may make sense in that moment. And it may be believable. And he may believe that he saw YG. The only thing is, and the only problem is going to be this piece of technology right here if he had it on him, or if this technology that's right here, if there is footage of Draco the Ruler being attacked and all this shit, and YG over there with them hard bottoms stomping and shit and everything, he's gonna be in the clear. And it's gonna destroy that man's testimony because it just seems like you're placing blame. It's just gonna be fair, square, obvious, and honest. But
True.
now that we have this testimony, now that we have this deposition, will he be taking that and essentially going to the grand jury with it? Excuse me.
Possibility. Same.
And will he be going to the grand jury with it? Because that's all anybody give a damn about is what you going to say, is what you said, is that going to be used in the courtroom? Because in the court of public opinion, that may work a little bit for people like me. I got to see a little more hard, concrete evidence. Now, why were they searching the damn warehouse and all that for YG? Well, it's clear that they're looking for weapons, and it's clear that they're looking for clothing. That's all it is. Weapons and attire. The phone and all this shit. If YG would look like, oh shit, they snatched my phone and all that, then it would have been something. But at times they sometimes don't even need his actual phone because the messages from that day already stored. So you don't necessarily have to worry about any of that. But I'd be curious to see what happens from here because they didn't just do all of this shit for no reason. It's a hell
Mm-hmm.
of a reason why they did it. And the reason why they're doing it is they're following up more evidence to actually make a concrete argument. Meaning, if you gave it a percentage, you would say about 75 to 80% done. So about 25% to 20% already done with an active investigation, which to me means it's not going to be one arrest. You're probably looking at about four or five. Who those
Mm.
four or five are, I don't know.
Munchie
We'll
B
go
and
is
Frankenstone for sure.
something about that number for me having seeing this much activity stretching this long, they're trying to come through and slam the damn book and go give them life. And whoever decides they want to show their belly and want to snitch, you give them about a good 15 years. They're building something that is so concrete that you're going to be looking at people trying to get plea deals for about 40 to 50 years. That's
Mm.
what you're looking at. There is no way that they've concluded this for this long and they're not getting ready for some type of grand jury presentation to absolutely obliterate him in court. They had to hit a home run, a grand slam, a slam dunk, whatever
That's
sports
true.
analogy you want to hit, because people will disappear. Mexico ain't that goddamn far. You see what I'm saying? Not saying that people gonna
Facts.
run to Mexico, but you get what I mean. They're trying to make sure that whatever evidence they have, whatever suspects they have, is the ironclad ones. Because once they go to trial and see certain things, it's not like people can't pay attention and go, oh, let me get rid of this, get rid of that. Do I think YG had anything to do with it? I hope to God not. I hope YG wasn't that damn stupid. So nah, I've been around YG. I ain't catch that vibe from him. But if he did do this shit, then it is what it is. Y'all can't do some gangster shit and not expect to have a gangster's lifestyle, meaning going to jail for the rest of your life or dying. That's what comes with it. No, no conversation here. So we'll see what happens, man. Subscribe to the best and notified and share to keep y'all people aware. Y'all let me know your thoughts.
Hey man, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think about this. How long y'all think YG gonna get for this if he get convicted? Do y'all think that they found anything in there? I don't think they found that because he wouldn't have been he wouldn't have been still going to that concert. And second of all, I mean, if they had something on him like concrete, he'd be gone by now. So y'all let me know in the comments. To then, I'm out, y'all. Peace.